Morning.
Morning.
Afternoon.
Actually, yeah. Afternoon. It's been a busy morning, hasn't it?
I mean, yeah.
We need to have words, don't we?
We do. We've got a little bit of a bone to pick, and I just have to reiterate, we're not bitter.
We're not bitter at all.
We're
We're not
saying.
that kind of people, are we?
No.
So the votes have been counted and verified this morning for the Highlights Awards.
Yeah.
Not going to tell you anything because that's all for New Year's Eve.
You have to tune in.
Well, actually, what I can tell you is that neither of us got an award.
Yep. Nothing. Out of everything.
Or a single mention. And neither did anybody else in the studio. No. So we've got Lewis and Sophie with us today.
No, nothing.
We're not mad.
We're just thoroughly disappointed. If you want to see who did win, you already know it's not us. Quite spectacularly, not us. You need to tune in on Wednesday. I keep saying that.
You keep saying Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. Wednesday is Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Day.
New Year's Eve.
I'm not. New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. I actually have no idea what day of the week New Year's Eve is.
No, don't know. But then I wouldn't be expected to know because I'm not an award winner. So
no, exactly.
It doesn't involve me.
Nothing for us to see there, is there? So might actually take the day off now.
Yeah, now I know I don't have to prepare my acceptance speech or my gown.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
don't need to get my hair done or anything.
The makeup artists I've stood down.
Yeah, Lewis, you can stand your tux down.
Don't need
to get it dry cleaned.
No
national papers, red carpet. Well, I'm cancelling the red carpet.
I mean, the paparazzi we thought were all lined up outside for us, not for us.
Not for us, clearly not for us.
Clearly not for us in the slightest.
No.
So,
we're not bitter.
We know that our...
I mean, we're supposed to have some deals in this show, but I don't know if we want to share them now.
I mean, no.
Go on then
if we have to.
Go on
then. Okay, so hi. Welcome. We are already teasing.
We are, yes.
Coming from a little bit place of truth, but we are already teasing. You will still be on about this in like 5 shows' time, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Hannah.
Just remember us next year.
Just remember who puts the deals together.
And tells you about them, and
If you want to shop on these shows, all you need to do is type in the comments the word shop, followed by the shop code that we will be sharing with you throughout this show. And all joking aside, we have got some fantastic deals to share with you.
Crazy deals. We've got savings of £35. Oh, they're just incredible on USBs packed with artwork. Yeah. I mean, some of these USBs that have got a £35 saving are incredible.
Lots and lots of content to bring you in these shows. All you need to do is type the word shop followed by the shop code in the comments, and that will register your item in your basket on our website.
It will, yes.
If you are watching on YouTube doesn't like the comment thing, which is, YouTube's prerogative. If you're watching on that, just watch on your TV and then I was going to say vote because I can't get past it.
Okay, we're moving on now.
Moving on, Hannah, come on. Head in the game.
Yes. Shop on your phone.
Shop on your phone
or your tablet. Yeah.
Perfect. So what are we going to start with, Miss Diane?
I think let's just work down the board. And then I do have a demo planned. A little interesting one. And then let's maybe get people to comment with which one they want to say.
Oh, that's a fab idea, yeah. So as we go through, we'll obviously voice the names of all these things. If you want to see one in more detail, our lovely Diane, who didn't get an award, will still demo them.
It's not going to be an award-winning demo, but, I'll show you something.
Okay, let's start. So, Tattered Lace Mega Digi Stamp USB. It's Shop Digi. Oh, I had to catch myself then because I nearly read out the savings price as the price.
No.
£9.99 for this USB, saving £25.
Yeah.
That's mad. Okay, so let's see what we got included there. This USB includes 350 digi stamps of everything lace, including frames, doilies, borders, corners, and more. So essentially what you're getting, if I just turn this around, you can see a few more designs on the back there, is a whole USB packed full of 350 digi-stamp designs that can be used in the Minecraft Studio program. I believe the Minecraft Studio is included on the USB if you've not got that already. If you haven't, it is a free download on the website as well.
It's a free download on the Highlight Crafts website and also on the Minecraft Studio website as well.
So Diane, what are we going to be using digi-stamps for?
we're going to create lacy backgrounds with them. We're going to create toppers with them. You'll see you've got some frames on there as well, so you can just pop a sentiment into the frame. Now, they are black on the cover, but don't worry, you can change the colour. I will show you how to do that during the show, because there is an extra little move that you have to do with the sliders, but it's really, really simple. And then you can have these digi-stamps in any colours. It's like having tens of thousands of ink pads in your computer.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Amazing.
And of course, you're not limited then, you can change everything about them. And also, if you do have a toner printer,
yes,
you could use these with your toner printer and foil.
Absolutely, yes. And you could use a tattered lace machine to do that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's okay. Look, we're getting comments in already, guys.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Karen says, there wasn't a category that showed off your fantastic expertise, ladies. Sorry, you were both amazing.
Oh, you see?
I'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take that. We
it.
need to do better with the categories then next
We
time.
do.
So we get a must do better.
Must try harder.
Okay,
Angie
so
says,
we'll do a best person at putting deals together.
yes, there's only one winner here.
And a best social media, head of social media content.
The content, yes, that is the categories for us. Angie says you're both winners to me. You don't need an award to show it. Angie,
That's
you.
lovely. Thank you.
Did you find your sprouts? I know it's a bit
Excuse
of a thing.
me?
Yeah. It's a whole thing on the island. She has to go all over to find her sprouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Angie in Skiathos, I'm guessing. Right, okay.
It certainly is. Right.
Okay.
Next up, it's going to be a very random
It's going to be a show of randomness.
Microsoft
Welcome
Studio.
to the world of Diane and Hannah.
This is why we don't get to produce or present.
Yeah, and this is why us sitting together has been resisted up to about a week ago.
And even then, it's been like, are you sure?
Yeah, I think poor Sean's going to start wearing his headphones soon.
Yes.
Anyway, next is Micro Studio, the best of Volume 2, and this is cute characters.
And they certainly
are. Now, this includes multiple collections from Minecraft Studio from the archive. This one is Shop Cute, and again, this is £9.99. Your saving on this one is £35.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That is incredible. So these are all sort of flowers. You've got characters. I can see Tweedledee and Tweedledum on the background, and
Yes,
the
so
caterpillar
you've
there.
got the, so it should tell us the names of the ones that are on there. Or not? No.
Well, we need to have a word with who writes these then.
That'll be you and me.
That would be us then. But we got
Okay,
fluffy
I'm just going to
bunnies.
get that up on the computer.
Oh, thank you, Diane. So we've
So
got fluffy
best of
bunnies, and these are all taken from really well-loved previous collections that were back in the day from CD-ROMs, I believe.
Yes, absolutely. So this one includes a very important date, which is our Alice in Wonderland themed one. It includes Alfie and Violet, and also Bunny Snuffles. Now, they were all of the artwork on here was commissioned by Minecraft Studio back in the day.
Yes.
This is all exclusive artwork. You won't find these characters anywhere else. The Bunny Snuffles is actually the very first set of artwork that Max created for us.
Oh.
So Max, so this was back in 2008, 9, whenever it was. But actually, Max has been working with us for that long. That shows you how long we've been working with him. And he creates the 2 Red Robins artwork and a lot of the in the studio artwork for us as well.
Oh,
Now.
I love that. So that one is Shop Cute. £9.99, £35 saving on that one as well. Next up, we have got Tattered Lace, Understated. Oh, goodness me. And that's why we don't get awards. Understated Elegance USB. Shop Elegance, £9.99, £12 saving on this one.
She's not bitter.
We've got backing papers on here. We've got charismas on here, sentiment sheets, card templates, textured floral elements, all designed for use with the Tattered Lace Understated Elegance collection or standalone projects as well.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
And then you've got the Minecraft Studio graphics program as well. So again, all of that wonderful imagery you're seeing on this, we can resize it, we can recolor it, we can tile it, we can snip into it. Imagine these just as you would with, well, I say die cuts if you like, because you can take these, print them onto anything. We can print them flat, as we've mentioned. If you have a toner printer, you can print those elements onto your toner sheet as well.
Yeah.
We've got vellums here. I mean, these are so super cute.
Yeah.
Now you can see these have been die cut with the dies that then work with this range. If you don't have the dies, you can just snip these out with your
Absolutely,
scissors.
they're pretty easy shapes to fussy cut as well.
But we've got leaves, all sorts of wonderful floral designs and foliage included in
a lot
that
of these would
too.
actually cut on your scan and cut as well, wouldn't they? Because they've got solid lines around them.
Yeah, that's
so
a really, really
you
good
could use
point.
the scan to cut feature.
Scan to cut feature, definitely on that one. That would work
Absolutely.
beautifully. So that one there, saving of £12. Shop elegance in the comments to bag yourself that one.
Okay, now we have a quiz in today's show. So whoever wins the quiz is going to win these bags of cuts from Understated Elegance. So if you are buying this USB today, somebody who enters the quiz and gets all 3 questions right during the show is actually going to win these, so you can craft along with those as well.
Lovely.
So question 1. What have Hannah and Diane been eating all morning? Something street.
Yeah, that's
Probably not what it says on your screen right now, but the answer is the same. So the question is, finish the famous Christmas chocolate tin, something street.
But yeah, it's interchangeable with what do Diane and Hannah believe is a well-balanced diet at this time of year.
Absolutely, yes.
Something street.
Yes.
Type your comments.
Not gonna lie, I think I've probably had 7 or 8 this morning.
I'm matching you chocolate for chocolate on that.
Well, you just grabbed one as we walked in, didn't you?
Oh, I've already eaten it. I was saving that for halfway through the show.
Oh no, that didn't work, did it?
Damn, that's annoying.
No,
is
halfway through
annoying.
treat. Right, okay, so next up is a Micro Studio USB. This one is My Tarot, the beginning volume 1. This is Shop Tarot. £10.49 in your basket today, saving £34.50. We have got a few finished samples at the back, Hannah.
Yeah, these are fantastic. So you don't have to be someone who is interested in things like your crystals or your tarot and things like that to enjoy this. Actually, do you know what? The artwork included on this USB has those tarot decks that, if you're familiar with tarot, are very, very famous. Things like the Empress, the Emperor, and all of your swords, cups, that sort of thing as well. But as artwork in its own right, it is really, really pretty. Now, if you're thinking about someone, you're making cards, you're making memory books, you're making scrapbooks for someone, and you want to send them quite an empowering message, you can look through the meanings of the cards on there and then personalise your card in that way as well. Because again, we've mentioned it's Minecraft Studio, you can change everything about it. So if you want brighter colours, if you want a softer background, whatever it is, you can absolutely do that with each and every single one of these images. And actually, this is a really nice way of showing it doesn't just have to be papercraft images that we're using or projects that we're making. These, if you've got the ability to print onto fabrics, for example, washi papers, if you're printing onto sublimation. Yes, you can print onto the Craftmaster rice paper, use the Cadence decoupage glue and pop that onto fabric. There is also transfer material you can get. And this is relevant for all of the USBs and the downloads that we have got available. This is why I don't get allowed to do shows, just in case anyone's wondering.
If you have got printable magnet material, printable canvas, photo paper, anything your printer will take, you can print these designs onto. So vellum, parchment, acetate, so much that's an option there.
And again, it's quite a personal thing. If it is something you're interested in, if it's something you like the images and things like that, you can of course make your decks with these images too. So that one there, Shop Tarot, just £10.49, and that is a saving of £34.50. And it's worth saying, as we move through this show, quite often we bring you these shows as download shows.
Yes.
But these are physical USBs
Yes,
that
they
we're
are.
sending out for you. So that's exciting as well.
Yes, so basically the idea behind this show is these USBs are retiring. Obviously we may have the downloads on the website if you are an international customer, but if you want the physical USB, there's never been a better time to get these particular ones. The prices on here are just incredible, and you will have that physical product when you actually when it arrives. So the next one is Shop Fairy. So, so we had a question, is there a volume 2 on the tarot? No, at the moment, no.
I don't know.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Yes.
Watch this space.
Watch this space, is all we can say. So the next one is Best of Micro Studio Volume 4, and this is Fairies USB. And this is Shop Fairy, $9.99, another £35 saving on this one. Got a couple of samples here that have been made using this one, so you can see here's one. Absolutely gorgeous, really, really lovely colours on here, and then we can create the design that pops out there. So this one is from the Walk in Wonderland section on this particular USB.
That was one of the most popular ones, wasn't it?
It was also one of the very first Minecraft Studios as well. So there's another one from the same collection. And then I just want to show you this one here, because this one actually shows you how the emboss feature looks when you've printed it. We've shown the emboss feature quite a lot in the shows recently.
Yes.
We'll try and show that again in this show because a lot of people are still getting used to Microsoft Studio and the features. But just to show you, when you actually print out your embossed designs, it does actually look embossed. This is a flat piece of paper. I can show you there. There is no dimension, no embossing on that piece of paper at all. That is just printed. And that's one of the features in the Microsoft Studio graphics program. And Microsoft Studio, as you said, is on all of these USBs, and it is also free to download on the website. Actually, it's not on the last 2 USBs. So, but it is free to download from the website if you did want it.
Lovely. Next up, we have got Best of Volume 7, Cute Characters Number 2. USB. This one is Shop Character in the comments for you. $9.99. Again, another £35 saving.
Yes.
And between the fairies and these sort of cuddly, snuggly, gorgeous little creatures here, it kind of is spanning all generations, all recipients, all styles of crafting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one includes Cromford Bear, Smudge, and also includes a bonus of Flopsy and Friends as well. So we have actually got 3 lots of cute characters on this one. Really, really gorgeous. So that one is our Cromford. And again, these were commissioned. So Cromford was commissioned for Microsoft Studio, as was Smudge. Flopsy was one that we licensed. And then just to show you here that, you know, you can take the floral designs that are on there and create a completely different looking card. It doesn't have to have the characters on there, but here with somebody, so on this one, Irene has created a lovely little composition of the characters there. And I love this one here. So what Vicky's done on this one is she's created a scene, but she's actually used the Digistamp as the character. So you have got the Digistamps on here as well as the actual coloured artwork. Really, really gorgeous design there. So just did something a little bit different on that one. So that is Shop Character. That is £9.99, saving you £35 today. Next up, we've got two Red Robins USBs. So we've got Morning Sunshine, which is this one here. So this is the one, £11.49, Shop Morning, saving £10.50 on that one. That one is, this one includes JPEG files. It doesn't include the graphics program, however, that is free to download. And the files on here will go into Microsoft Studio. I have them on this computer, so I can show you that. So that one is our Morning Sunshine. That went with the Morning Sunshine to Red Robins collection, but it has amazing backing papers and scenes on there as well. And then we've also got New Beginnings, which is Shop New, £11.49 again, and that is a £10.50 saving on that one. We've got some amazing savings on here. So same deal with this one. This one is JPEG files on there. They are LA4 sheet, but you can use them in Microsoft Studio if you wanted to, so you can crop into them and do all kinds of other bits as well. So shall we do another quiz question, and then we will do some demos?
And then, yeah, let's do some. And don't forget, keep your messages coming in.
Yes, absolutely.
If there's either one of these you want to see in more detail, or, you know, a question for me and Diane, obviously within reason, related to my craft studio.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying we can give you the answers of the meaning of life or anything like that, but messaging in the comments, because we can show you that. It's one of those interactive shows.
Yes, yes, definitely, yes. Just get involved and yeah, say hi. I mean, if you don't want to ask any questions, just
say hi.
What are you having for lunch? I've not had mine yet, so I think I'm going to have some soup, I think.
Oh, are you going to have chicken with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shawnee got my lunch for me today.
All right.
And he was very apologetic because I needed a sausage and bean melt, but we didn't have one of those going on.
Yeah.
So he said, I got you a sausage roll, but it wasn't a sausage roll. It's a chorizo roll.
Oh.
And it was really good.
Oh,
it was really good. Yeah, so thank you, Shawnee, for that. Not that anyone needed to know in that much detail what I had for lunch, but there we go. That's what we had.
Apparently the guy was very apologetic. I think Stephanie and the team have told you about this before. We have a guy that he drives around the industrial estates around here, and he pulls up outside. He, you know, like the ice cream van plays kids' tunes. Well, his van plays Food Glorious Food.
And we all go running.
So we all go running, and we call him the Veg Man because everybody says that they're having their vegetable intake for the day.
Yeah.
But it
involves
pasties. He even does pies on a Friday, doesn't he?
He does
pie,
good pie on
pie,
Friday.
Peas and mint sauce, I think, and gravy and stuff on a Friday. Yeah, lots and lots of treats. Yeah, we are very lucky.
So yeah, let us know.
So as you've already guessed from the question about our breakfast, we're a very healthy bunch.
Only at this time of year.
Yeah.
When it gets to January again, we're back on it.
Okay, so we're back on the veggies now.
Yeah.
So question 2 on the quiz. Supermarket Aldi has a festive vegetable mascot called Kevin the...
And it's not potato.
It's not potato, no. It's not
potato.
broccoli.
No, or leek.
Or cauliflower.
That's going to be, or sprout. That's probably all the vegetables that can probably
Maybe it's Kevin the bee.
We've had a few more comments coming in.
Oh, okay.
Maureen says you don't need any awards to be loved by all of us. Thank you, Maureen.
I nearly went like that then, but that would have gone on my microphone and Lewis would have told me off.
Lynn says she loves watching us both and would love to see more of us on screen, as well as seeing more of my tarot.
Okay.
We can feed that back.
Thank you. Yes, we can feed that back. But yeah, seeing more of us on screen, we'll see whether that's allowed.
And Amanda here says, my craft studio, we've seen this a few times when we're watching as well, the captions. Have you seen this?
Oh, yes, it is interesting on the captions, isn't it?
It's either Minecraft Studio or Microsoft Studio in the captions. So that always makes us giggle. It's definitely
it's my craft studio. We have no control over what the captions do. So
it's what it is.
It's always fun.
So first things first, what are we going to demo?
I think. Shall I show you my new little trick that I thought about on the way to work this morning?
Yes, because you've been telling me about this, but I haven't seen it and I don't know what it is because I wanted it to be a surprise.
I was driving to work this morning and I thought, I need to think of something new to try and show on Micro Studio, and I tried it this morning. I mean, you guys out there may well have worked it out. It's just something I've not actually demoed before, so I thought I'd give it a go.
Dive in.
So should we have a look?
Yeah, and you're going to be demoing this with
This
Best
is
of Volume 4 Fairies.
Yes, that's the one. So
Shop Fairy on that
here.
one.
So Shop Fairy. So we're going to go into the Twinkling Twilight USB, which is on this one. I'll show you some of the files that are on here to start with. So on this particular one, so Best of Volume 4 Fairies has got Twinkling Twilight. You can see here, this shows you how much is on this USB. So you've got acetate front cards, alphabets, backgrounds, design sets. Inside there, you've got cards, designs, design sheets, which is everything to make a card on one sheet. You've got envelopes, handbags, inserts. Then we've got gift sets, and in the gift set, you've got gift bags, notebooks, pillow boxes, and tags. Then we've got an images folder, sentiments, and toppers. That's just one of the collections on this USB. You've also got Walk in Wonderland, and you've also got Wishes and Whispers. Wishes and Whispers was one of my favourites that we ever did, actually. That was Lisa who created that one for us. But what I'm going to do, just quickly, I'm going to go into the images file. I mean, look how many. So the index sheets that we have on the graphics program show you how many different files are in the folder. So this is one folder on this USB.
And I can see from these, Diane, that quite a few of these are not necessarily just fairies either.
No.
They're sort of all in the component parts. So they could be like ballerinas or princesses or characters in any which way.
Exactly. So you've got your flowers, you've got some like sparkly scenes down there at the bottom. So I'm just going to press the select all button up at the top and then press the delete button to clear the page. I am going to come right down to the bottom because I do want to show you some of those scenes that we've got in here because they are beautiful. If I just bring this one on and stretch it up, you can see there, absolutely gorgeous. So you've got the sparkly lights there. They've also got the little kind of like jars, but they've got glowworms in them. Really, really lovely. And then we've got this one here. So this is the perfect place to pop a fairy. So if I go further up here and we grab a fairy and let's have one. So this one here, so she's sat there, so the fairy's glowing, but what we can do is change her to a silhouette. So if we change the brightness all the way across to there, so then you've got a little fairy sat in the little sparkles. We can go with a different fairy, so if I get this fairy instead, so you've got this one here. So she's dancing, so that's, I mean, you see, it's called fairies, but she's a dancer. That's for any little girl who wants to be a ballerina or a dancer when she grows up. So many different options in here. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the basic features of the graphics program, then I'll show you the one that I wanted to go through. So this one here is one of our little fairies. So we've got her here without her wings, and then we do have her here with her wings as well. So you can see we've got different options for them, so they don't have to be fairies. These can be cards for, for girlfriends. It can be an invitation to do brunch and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be a fairy card. But what we've got within the graphics program is that the area here is your white A4 page. It can be A5, it can be 12 by 12 if your printer allows you to. We have the effects tab here. So above where we find all the files, we've got the effects tab. We're going to come to the colour section, and I'm going to do this quickly, but for anybody that hasn't used Minecraft Studio before, there are 11 hours of tutorials on our YouTube channel. So please do go there. That's Highlight Crafts on YouTube. And there's a whole playlist. So we've got the colour section here. If I use this first slider, which is the hue slider, you can see we're changing the colour of this fairy, and it's changing to shades of red, shades of green, shades of blue. So it's tonal. It's made that one design tonal, which was all really different colours to start with. When we get to a colour that we like, we just stop moving the slider, resize it to wherever you want it to be, and then press the print button. We can also make her pastel, so you can see we can go to pastel. We can also bring her down to really dark jewel tones. And then we can also change the saturation, so we can take it to just a tint of colour, or we can take her all the way to black and white. We can even go bright and vivid as well. Using the sliders in Microsoft Studio is a bit like when you're changing the saturation and things on your remote on your TV.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you can change the colours in Microsoft Studio. But you see there, we've changed her back to the original colour. If I use this rainbow slider now, that will take the different colours within the image to different colours. So you can see there, we've started with reds, yellows and blues. And as we come through, we've now got purples, greens and oranges. We've got pinks, teals and greens, and it kaleidoscopes the colours around the image. So you've got 360 different versions. I love that particular one. That's really pretty, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And then you get all these different options for every one of the images. And again, any of these can be changed to pastel or to brighter ones. That one I really like. That's quite retro in colour tone, isn't it? Really lovely. So that's another option there. But what I wanted to show you is, if I come down here and I get a flower on the page, so I'm just going to get this one here, and I'm going to bring it on quite large in size.
And these are all included in that same USB, which
yep, in the
is
same
shop
USB,
fairy.
and we are still just on the Twinkling Twilight section on the USB, and we're in the images section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this file, so you can right click and copy, right click and paste. You do have buttons up at the top to copy and paste as well. And then I just need to make sure that I'm working on the top layer. So I'm just going to click onto that one, and then I'm working on the top one. I'm going to come to the digital punch section. I'm going to come to basic shapes, and I'm going to get the circle. So I'm going to click on the circle, and then I'm going to bring this circle into the middle of the flower. I'm going to pop it over the top, and I'm going to use the digital punch. So digital punch is like a paper punch, but digital.
Okay.
Microsoft Studio is built by crafters for crafters, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. So up in the top left corner, we've got keep inner and keep outer. The little orange area tells you which bit you're keeping. So we can keep the bit inside the punch or the bit outside the punch. I'm going to keep the bit inside. Doesn't look like anything's happened at the moment. I'm going to move the punch out of the way and delete it. But if I now click the bottom one off, you'll see we've got that section. Okay. So we're still clicked on the top one, and you can see we're clicked on the top one because the boxes are around the little bit in the middle. If we were clicked on the bottom one, it would be around the whole thing. So we clicked around this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the colour of this one. So we'll go with, let's go with that one there. Okay, now that looks a little bit random at the moment because it's just a massive solid circle in the middle of the flower. But what we're going to do now is we're going to come down to softer edges. And if we use the circle slider, it takes a little while for it to come in because it has to come in from the corners. But if I now come in from the corners, what I can do is soften that flower to give us a different centre on the flower without actually changing the colour of the outside of the flower.
So it's almost like sort of the watercolour techniques where you're pooling the ink itself, but you're actually doing it with a digital punch.
Yeah. And we've gone from a soft, solid centre in the flower to a soft, graduated colour centre of the flower.
So then, if you wanted to go like crazy, you could copy and paste the original again.
Yep.
You could use the scissor tool to snip around the yellow bit.
Yep.
And then drop that over the top.
Yes.
So then you could have like rainbows of colours going across the petals.
Yep.
And then have the centre of the flower in a different colour as well.
Absolutely. So if we do that now, so we'll use the scissors and we'll just quickly go around there. So if I click with my, we'll just cancel that, I just clicked in the wrong place, bear with me. Let's just click with the scissors.
And that's what's
lovely. I'm on the wrong image, that's why. I've not clicked in my layers. This is why I always tell you guys to make sure you're on the right layer.
But this is what's really lovely about, you know, doing things on Microsoft Studio where it's all digital. You're not going wrong. You can just press the undo button.
Yes, exactly. Just literally go back a step. I think you can go back about 15 or 20 steps.
Wow.
Now, when you get back to the beginning, your line will change to blue, And I just need to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here. Oh, no, just start out there and then come back in, because if you're working really closely together with small snips like I'm doing here, it's quite hard to get back to the beginning. And I'm just doing this really quickly. And I'm going to come out here, across there, and then back down to the beginning, because then you can see that that line changes to blue. So now we've made the selection. So if we copy that and right click and paste, and then I can move this one out of the way.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's really clever, isn't it? So think too, all those flowers that you have on Minecraft Studio, not only on this USB, but across the range that we're bringing you.
Yeah.
That's another way of getting different colours onto it.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. That's
and then
good.
look at all these flowers you've got on here. So you could do this with all of the flowers on this particular one, but you could do it on any flower anywhere. And if you wanted to do it on something that was a square or a rectangle, you would use the different, the opposite slider in the, where are we, in the softer edges section. But yeah, it just gives you another way of using it. It just gives you another tool. Another tool.
Yeah, I thought it's so
From
clever.
using the same tools that we've always had. We've not changed anything in the graphics program. It was literally just one of those moments where I was driving to work and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to try that. And then it worked. I was like, right, Hannah, I've got something to show in the show, but I'm not showing you.
I love it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's really good. So that one, Diane, you've just been demonstrating with is Shop Fairy. $9.99.
$9.99. And we've literally looked at a couple of images from that USB, and there are, I would hazard a guess to say there are thousands on this USB, because you've got, if I just go back to that images section again and back to the top, I go on to here, so image, you've got 192 in the images, you've got all of the sentiments, all of the toppers, you've got 2,300 files. Thank you very much, Lewis.
That was Lewis doing some maths over there.
I know, he's like a ninja with his maths. Oh, thanks, Jane.
Jane.
Thanks, sis. My sister started working here. It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. We like having Jane on board.
I actually didn't know she's a mathematical whiz as well, so that's another thing I'm going to add to your job list.
So Pauline has asked.
Hi, Pauline.
She would love to see how to change the colours of digital stamps.
Perfect.
Should we do that next?
We'll do that with the tattered lace one, shall we?
Yes, so that's the tattered lace digi stamp in the shop code SHOPDIGI. Again, another $9.99 USB, full USB, physical USB, £25 saving on there. Angie has said, I remember using the handmade papers with these fairies, work perfectly. That's a nice idea, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And Jackie Jones has asked, are you still answering emails? Yes, Jackie, but there's probably a slight delay because we're both in here.
Yes. We're both in here, and Sean is
on his own
at the moment, so yes.
Yeah, so bear with us. We are, I don't know whether you saw last year? No, it's not been a year. It's been literally a weekend. Last week, we had a few people off poorly, so we are a little bit short-staffed. Yep. So if you have sent an email and you're waiting for a reply, our apologies, but we will get there eventually.
Yes. We're going to be answering emails throughout the holidays. We're off Christmas Day and Boxing Day, but the team are in between Boxing Day and it's Friday, isn't it? So we're in Friday and then Monday, Tuesday, and then off again on Wednesday. So the only time we'll not be answering emails is the bank holidays. It just may take us a bit longer to get back to you because obviously there'll be a bit of a backlog of a couple of days worth.
Yeah.
But yes.
Thank you for letting us know. Thank you.
Yes. Right. Okay. So changing the colour of a digistamp. So excuse me. So here, let's go with this first one. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
And a repeat pattern as well.
Don't think so. No, because you've got a little bit of a leaf there and a full leaf there. But it will actually stretch up to be an A4 pattern.
That's even better.
Really lovely. Okay, so to change the colour of your digistamps, so this is where there's a debate as to whether black is all of the colour or none of the colour, but basically a black image will not change colour if you use the hue slider. So what we need to do is we need to put some colour into it, which is my reason for thinking that black is none of the colour.
I mean, scientifically, black is none of the colour.
None of the colour, exactly. But some people say all of the colour, which is why it goes black.
Let us know in the comments, are you team all colour or no colour on whether black is a colour or not?
I am team no colour.
No colour.
So all we need to do is come down to the colour boost sliders. Any one of these, just move it along to the right, and that will add some colour into your design. And then we come back up to the colour section, and then you can use the hue slider and have the design any colour that you like. So you've got 360 different colours there.
Oh, that's a nice colour.
But then we can go with the brightness, and we can make it pastel if we wanted to, and then we can bring this all the way back down, and then you've got a pastel version of all of those colours. So you can see you've got all of these here. We can bring the saturation down a little bit just to give it a tint of colour. We can take the saturation up to make it a little bit brighter, or we can bring the brightness down and come into the really rich jewel tones and slide it again. So you have got...
It's complete control over
There
it,
are,
isn't it?
I mean, we once tried to work it out, but you've got, I think you've got 100 variations on, actually no, you've got 200 increments on the brightness slider. And then for each one of those, you've got 360 different colours. And then for each one of those, you've got 200 options on the saturation slider as well. And that's just one of the digistamps on there.
Okay, so say, I know this is a little bit off topic, and I'm sorry because I'm going to jump in here. Say you created that and you love that, but you don't want a white background. Can you change the background colour?
Absolutely, yes. So if we go into the brushes tab, you can see here we've got the constants box, and it's now, this shows you how old Minecraft Studio is, because when Minecraft Studio was built, these were the on-trend colours at the time.
Yeah, they were very on-trend.
Some of these are colours that you maybe wouldn't necessarily use these days. However,
but they all come back around.
They all come back around, and they are just colours at the end of the day. So what we can do is we can click on any one of these. So I've clicked on deep pink, and we can press the set button there, and it pops it onto the page for you. We can click and drag around in this box up here as well, and can click anywhere in there and press set. So whatever colour is in this box will set to the paper. But what we can also do is use the little colour picker tool. We can click the blue, and then if we set the paper, you've got the lovely little white area, which is the outside of the design. But what we can do now that we've selected that colour is within this box, we can go brighter, so we can go to a pastel tone.
Ah, so you get your tonal contrast
Or
as
we
well.
can come darker and go that way as well.
That's lovely, isn't it? That's
really nice.
cool.
And then we can save this as a JPEG file, and then we can actually do more changes with it as well.
Oh, even more.
Yes.
There's a lot going on here. Now, Diane, we are on air, so we're not answering customer queries at the moment.
Okay.
We have had Karen message in.
Okay.
She said, Diane.
Oh.
It's quite a stern voice.
Okay.
Diane.
Okay. Is that how she said it?
Full name. You know when you're in
Yeah,
trouble with your
Sunday
mum.
name, yeah. Yeah.
I was very disappointed.
Oh.
In all of my boxes, I didn't get an Andrew. So last week, we did our team Christmas photo, didn't we?
We did, yes. It's actually not been released yet, has it? We're releasing it on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We usually release it a little bit before, but it's so good this time. I'm just going to say Lauren did it, not Andrew.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's so good. It's going to be emailed out and put on socials on Christmas Day morning.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Lovely. And to that end, we had to find a big box. It will all become clear when you see the photo.
Yeah.
But basically, there was what usually happens. Some point of the day, we have a little muck around session.
Yeah.
We don't if Carl's watching. I'm just saying.
Never ever.
But Andrew got in the box, and we had a very, very good giggle at. I think it was Jackie's.
It was
comment,
Jackie,
wasn't it?
yeah. So I put a picture on my Facebook page, which was just said, anyone got a caption for this? It was literally Andrew in the box. And you guys know Andrew, you love Andrew. Actually, he didn't get any nominations either.
Oh, Andrew, you're part of a good team there, mate.
Yeah. So we're not bitter. But yeah, so it was a picture of Andrew in the box. It was like, caption this. And Jackie was there like that. It was literally, it was less than a minute.
Less than a minute, yeah.
And she just put, finally, somebody put him back in his box.
So, yeah, we did love that.
It was brilliant, yes.
Pauline says, thank you very much for that demo.
You're welcome.
Will this work with digital sentiments too?
Absolutely, yes. So basically, any image that you bring onto the page that is black will work in that same way.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really exciting. Okay, Mr. Lewis, have we had any requests on what customers would like to see?
Tarot.
Oh, okay.
Tarot.
My tarot request,
Okay.
please.
One thing I just want to show you before we finish on this one as well, if it's
yes,
okay.
please. Yeah.
I just want to go into our fairies USB and get a background on the page. So I'm just going to go to, I'll just pick a random, I'll just go with the first one. I'm not sure what it looks like. There we go. We'll pop that one onto the page.
We've got 10% of the
Oh,
fairies
wow,
has
okay.
gone already. That
So
one is
I'm going to go
Shop
to
Fairy.
order and I'm going to centre back because that's now gone behind that digital stamp. So I'm going to take that digital stamp and I'm going to change the colour so that it's a nice soft pink that coordinates.
So
with that.
hang on a minute. Now you're making your own rice papers.
Yes, but I am combining the designs on the different USBs. So we just fade that down into there. So we've got a lovely soft little bit of lace in the background. And we've combined a tattered lace with a micro studio. This is quite a recent tattered lace with an archive micro studio, and they still work beautifully together.
Oh my goodness, think of all the pattern papers you can be creating then.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Diane.
Yeah.
I love these shows because you do, like, literally as standing here, you learn so much about it as well. So I hope you guys are coming along on this journey with us, because this is fascinating.
Right, now I think we should swap sides.
Oh my goodness, okay.
I think you should have a go.
Oh no! Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Because I need to have a drink.
Basically,
that's why.
That's okay.
Now I learned last week that I need to go right over here unless you're not fussed about me having a drink. I need to go right over here to have a drink.
Okay, so let's have a quick look. So I think it was Lynn who asked to see what we had included on the My Tarot Volume 1, which is Shop Tarot for £10.49. Huge saving of £34.50 on that one. So we've got backgrounds, card decks, card fronts, card interpretations, card tiles, digi-stamps, frames, images and templates. Now it's worth saying, of course, you know, there's varying beliefs when it comes to these sort of things, but essentially as an image, these are really pretty, aren't they? Yeah, absolutely. So what I've done here, I've taken the grid lines and I've taken the rule. Are you grid lines on or off?
Off. Absolutely off, yeah.
I like it to look like the piece, like in real life piece of paper that I'm working with.
Yeah.
So I'm going to select that. We're just going to eke that up a little bit and eke that down a little bit as well. So it's just stretched over the whole of the canvas. And here, essentially, you've got this kind of dual tone, beautiful, what essentially would be the back of one of your cards.
Okay.
But
I mean, that is just a beautiful piece of art,
isn't it?
Just, I haven't got the lurgy, by the way. This is my asthma doing things to my voice. Just so, just so everybody knows, we
are literally the only ones.
and Sean, are pretty much the only ones.
And funny that, isn't it? The ones in our corner that didn't get votes are the only ones that didn't get the lurgy.
Oh.
I don't know if there's a correlation there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just saying.
So, as Diane has already shown, you can take that, and at the moment it's kind of dark and mysterious, but we can change that rainbow picket all the way through to change up those. I mean, I love that sepia.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, that's giving wicked. That's giving Glinda.
Okay.
And if we go a little bit further,
because actually, as you were at the red tones, you'd actually got a little bit of green coming into the colours there.
And if you want to go Elphaba, you've got green there as well, and that's using the rainbow slider. But absolutely, you've got your choice there of how you want to work with this. And let's just leave it on that purple because I think that's quite a regal colour there as well.
Yeah.
Now we've been talking about how this can be used as a background for one of your tarot card decks, if you like. But as we've seen, we don't have to have it just as a tarot card deck. So if we scroll down and find a shape that would fit sort of the outline of this design here, be it the rectangle, be it one of the sort of more fancy shapes. I mean, there are some really pretty shapes.
And you can squish them as well, so it doesn't have to be that particular shape, so you can make it narrower or longer. And
so here we've got like a label shape design. If we select it, anything you're working with will have those banded boxes around it.
Yep.
So we can size that up, and then this little chappy here, the little circle, we can move that, my brain wasn't working then, to make sure it's straight, 270, so it gives you the angle of the degrees as well. Here, stretch that up a little bit more. You can then just line that up to the centre of the page, and as we've seen, if we keep the inner, you've now got elements that are just of the background there as well. So really, really pretty. And as you said, Diane, look to the different effects and things like that, because as you said, you don't necessarily want a harsh line on the edge of that. You can go in either with the faded edges, which gives it quite a nice
I love that
feel.
because it kind of bleaches the edges
It
rather
really
than fades them,
Or you can go, like we've said, with the rectangular, soften the edges there as well. But I did think this would be quite a fun one, if I just make that a little bit bigger, to do that embossing technique.
Oh, yes.
Now, do you want to show that one?
No, it's up to you.
You show it.
Okay.
You show it. Because I was just looking at it thinking, oh, that could be a nice emboss.
Okay, it will be a beautiful emboss. Now, I am going to say that because you've punched it, the emboss will give us a solid line down the edges. So the emboss only works with the full area that's within the bounding boxes. So I'm actually going to go with our undo one, and I'm going to take it back to the full page.
Because this is how far you can go back as well, isn't it? That's all the way back to...
so you can see we've gone all the way back to there. So you can see that there. So what we're going to do is we're going to click onto this file, and we're going to go to the emboss sliders, and I'm going to move the first one. And this is the bit where everybody goes, oh no, it's not working. So it is supposed to go solid grey, and then we can use the width slider. Look at the detail in there. That is stunning. It's like carved stone, isn't it? It is beautiful. So then once we've got the emboss on there, the amount and the width sliders give you different elements to the depth of the emboss, so you can see the detail there. Now obviously that is grey, and you may not want it to be grey. You can change the colour of this using the, you can add a colour boost in, and you can change the colour, so you can then come back up here and use the hue slider. So you can have it any colour that you like. But something else that we can do is if we undo that, get back to the beginning, there we go. What we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste so that we've got 2 on the page. I'm going to delete the digital punch off the page, and we're going to go to the top one. Make sure we're working on the top one. Back to the effects, and we're going to go with that emboss slider again, and then we're going to use the width slider. So you can see we're just adding this effect here. At the moment it's solid grey because it's over the top, so we can't see the one underneath. But if we then move the opacity slider, which brings the image from being fully opaque down to semi-transparent, we can add that detail onto there. Now you can see there, I've actually moved that slider down quite a lot, but we can add a bit more emboss into there if we want to. So you can see here we can add some extra depth in there. But then if I go back to layers and I switch off this top one that we've embossed, you can see the difference. That is incredible. It's the way it pulls out the detail. So if actually I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So if you look in these bits here, there are just some small elements of detail. There's just some thin lines in there. But if I switch that back on, look at how those lines just jump straight out. It is phenomenal. And I know we had a couple of people ask about the fact that obviously when we're showing it on screen, it's quite hard to see what it will look like printed out. And we do have that sample from the Fairies USB, which does actually show what the emboss looks like when it's printed out. So this background and the scenes on this one are from the Best of Fairies USB, which is Shop Fairy at $9.99. But you can see the detail and the depth in the embossing there. But that's just printed. It is literally a printed sheet of paper. There's no depth. There's no texture to that embossing other than the look of it, which is just amazing when you think about it.
That is so clever.
Yeah,
that is so clever. Really, really effective.
Love it.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Well, let's do a recap.
Okay.
So finish the famous Christmas chocolate tin, Something Street. Question number 2. Supermarket Aldi has a festive vegetable mascot named Kevin the
Gerbil.
I'd love it if it was. Question number 3. Sophie's really thinking about it then. She's like, is it gerbil? Question number 3. In the 12 days of Christmas, what were the 9 ladies doing? I mean, if they were here,
knitting.
It would have been knitting or paper crafting or, well, Minecraft studioing. But no, what in the 12 days of Christmas, is it a carol? Is it a song? I don't feel like it's a carol.
I don't feel like it's a carol.
It's a
tune.
Christmas tune. What were the 9 ladies doing?
Don't know. I'm going to guess from the reaction on question 2 that Sophie's a bit too young to remember Kevin the Gerbil. Yes. From the look on her face then, absolutely yes.
Yeah, that is the target audience.
He was Roland Rat's best friend.
He was.
Sophie's going, okay.
Yeah, still blank.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a little run down the counter.
Yes.
As a little reminder of the amazing savings that we have on this show. So we started with Shop Digi at $9.99, saving £25. And Diane, this is one where you showed us how to change the colours of the digi
Yes,
stamps.
absolutely. So you've got 350 digi stamps on there. And remember, for each of those digi stamps, they are black. They don't have to be black. And you have then got 360 different colours. But then you've also got 200 different levels of brightness and pastel within each of those 360 different colours.
That's a lot.
You can also resize them. You can make backgrounds out of them. You can print them in black on a laser printer and actually foil them with your tattered lace foiling machine as well if you do have that.
And again, it's not just limited to the digi-stamps as digi-stamps. If you want to print them out and then use them, I don't know, in your foiling or pyrography or using them as a guide as well, that would work
Amanda loves
beautifully.
using digi-stamps as guides for pyrography.
Yeah, she really does. Next up, we've got Minecraft Studio Best of Volume 2 Cute Characters. Remember, these are all physical USBs, so they will be winging their way to you in the post. This code is SHOPCUTE, $9.99, saving of £35.
I mean, that's
Just
just a little bit bonkers, isn't it?
Just a little bit bonkers. This USB includes, we saw the Alice in Wonderland version of, we've got this, it's Snuggle Bunnies on this one as well, I think, and then another set of cute characters as well. Shop Cute, $9.99. Next up, we have got Shop Elegance, which is a tattered lace, understated elegance USB. This includes a whole host of things like charismas, backing papers, sentiment sheets, card templates, textures, and floral elements for you to be enjoying. And because these are Minecraft Studio, as we've shown, or as Diane's shown, I should say, you have full control over the colours.
Yes, absolutely.
The sizes.
Yes, and one of the things you can also do in Minecraft Studio, if you are wanting to make a complete project but you wanted to mix them up, is you could crop that section from that sheet, that section from a different sheet, that section from the foliage, that section from a sentiment, and actually pop them all onto one page, so you don't have to print a whole sheet to make one project.
That's a good point.
So you have that option as well, so you were saving paper, ink and time.
And talk to us about the Angel policy.
Angel policy, as long as what you're making is made by hand, absolutely, there are no limits on how many projects you can sell with Minecraft Studio, and there's also no restrictions on where you can sell them. So some people prefer you not to sell online. That's absolutely fine with Minecraft Studio. If you are making your own designs and maybe you run a craft club and you're wanting to print out the kits for people to use at craft club, absolutely, that's covered under the Angel policy. The only thing you can't do is print out the sheets as we have put them on the USBs and sell those. If you create your own design using our artwork, absolutely, you can sell that as a printed sheet. You cannot sell them digitally. But yeah, it's a very, very open Angel policy.
Wide scope on that one.
Yeah.
Next up, we have got Shop Tarot. This is My Tarot at the Beginning, Volume 1, $10.49. That one is a saving of £34.50. Lots and lots and lots and lots of really pretty and great ways of personalising cards or designs, or as we've seen, fabric projects for your loved ones there as well. Next up, we have seen this demo. This was what you demoed, the new technique, or new to us today.
New to us, yes.
Shop Fairy. This is a wonderful technique Diane was showing with the punch and taking the centre of the flower and softening the edges. Best of Volume 4 Fairies. As we've seen, packed full of different fairies, but these could be princesses, these could be ballerinas, they could be just characters in your card
and a lot of them are on there with and without the wings, so you don't have to use them as fairies, or you can pop the wings onto another character from another USB because you have got the wings on there separately as well.
That's a good point, that's a good point. Shop Fairy, $9.99, again saving £35 on that physical USB. Next up, we have got Minecraft Studio, the Best of Volume 7, Cute Characters 2, again physical USB. Shop Character in the comments to get this one home, $9.99, again another saving of £35. And then the two USBs on the end there, these are not Minecraft Studio, but you can use them alongside Minecraft Studio. There's two Red Robins USBs. First one there, Morning Sunshine. Sounds like I'm greeting in the morning.
Sunshine.
Morning Sunshine.
That is not what anybody says to me first thing in the morning. Nobody ever calls me Sunshine first thing.
That one is Shop Morning, $11.49, saving at £10.50. That one I love because it's got all the chickens on it, that one, isn't it?
Yes, it has, yeah. It's great fun, that one.
That is super cute. And then the other one there, Shop New, Two Red Robins New Beginnings USB at £11.49 on that one, £10.50. Now, Diane, we've got literally about 3 minutes.
Okay.
What do you want to share with us? Putting you on the
what
spot
do I want to share? I thought you were going to tell me we'd had a request.
No, we haven't had a request in. We have had a question. Are you planning another stencils show soon?
Stencil show? I'm pretty sure there's one in the schedule at some point.
Coming up?
Not, I don't think this week.
Not this week. Possibly next week.
Possibly next week, I think.
Keep an eye on the TV schedule.
Yes.
You can find it pinned on Facebook or on our blog that we release.
Or on the live shopping page on the website.
Even there.
Yes.
Even there.
Yes, absolutely. Do we need to let everybody know about the live shopping VIP Facebook page?
Probably should do that. Yeah, we probably should do that. So we have a new home for live shopping. That's not to say anything is changing from our side of things
No,
with
absolutely
Highlight
not.
Crafts.
No.
But what we're bringing you is a new destination place on socials and, of course, website as well, where we're bringing all the brands together to create this community hub. It is liveshopping.vip. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.
Yep.
Liveshopping.vip on those as well. Please, please, please head over onto those pages. Give them a like and a share.
Yes.
Because we're building the numbers over there, and you know you're going to have all your favourites. John Next Door, Sarah from Frankie Fossil, Janie. You've got Pinflare, Silver.
Yes.
All your favourites are going to be popping up from time to time on there.
And we're going to have brand shops on there as well, so we're very excited. You're going to be able to get all your core essentials.
All your core essentials at any point. So it's not just saying, oh, you've got to watch the shows to shop with John or shop with Silver. They are going to be brand shops where you can dip in and out at all times as well. So it's very, very exciting. Please head over and give that a like. Have we got the sign up on there? Oh, yes, we have got the sign up on there.
Yes, we have, yes.
So if you look on the Facebook page, the first post that you come to is comment live.
Yes.
And you'll be added to the reminders list and receive a notification of the shows. I can't release the date of when that is going live.
No, you can't. No.
But it's very soon.
No.
It's very soon.
Very soon.
So please.
It's not 1st of January soon.
It's not that soon, but it's quite soon after that.
Yes.
So yeah, please like and share. Head over to that because it's going to be a really nice community.
It is, yeah. It's going to be really exciting as well because there's lots and lots of things happening over there. So it's it's just
nice.
Something a bit different and a little bit new, and lots of things. Because obviously things have developed and evolved quite a lot in the last few months for us.
Yeah. They have, certainly, really have.
Yes.
And thank you again. I know we've gone over a little bit, but...
Yeah, I was just going to say the time on clock's flashing at us, but...
I don't think it matters.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Lewis is kind of sat there going...
And we're the ones that are like, you have to finish on time.
That is us.
Let's do a run through the quiz questions.
Run through the quiz. Okay, so what did Hannah and Diane eat for breakfast this morning? Quality Street.
They were quality.
Supermarket Aldi has a festive vegetable mascot called Kevin the
Carrot.
In the 12 days of Christmas, what were 9 ladies doing?
They were dancing.
Dancing, darling.
Okay.
Not very often you hear me say that. I say dancing.
Dancing.
Don't say dancing. Dancing. They were dancing.
Christine Brame.
Christine Brame. Oh yeah, congratulations, Christine.
Congratulations, Christine.
So
Thank you.
You'll get a message and you will win the cuts that we've got there, ready for you to start doing some crafty makes.
Lovely. Thank you for all your messages that you've kept us entertained through the show.
Yes.
Hopefully that wasn't too painful for anyone. We always worry, don't we?
We do, yeah. We
do.
always do, yes.
But yeah, please join us. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with Tattered Lace magazine launch repeat.
Yes.
And then we're back in the morning at 8 o'clock with Downs, I think. Something.
Something.
Tune in to find out.
Yes.